I had always prided myself on being patient and understanding. But that night, as I lay in bed next to Ethan, even my patience packed its bags and left the marriage. I slipped out of bed dramatically, the kind of exit where you hope the blanket swishes enough to show your frustration. Inside me, emotional tornado. Outside, calm wife acting. Lana, please, don't go. We can talk, Ethan said. I paused at the door, hand on the knob like a Nollywood actress about to say something unforgivable. His handsome face looked so concerned, it almost melted me. But not melted enough to stop my annoyance from boiling. Talk about what, Ethan? I whispered sharply. There's nothing to talk about. That's not fair, he said, sitting up in bed. You know I'm trying. I laughed, the bitter type that belongs in a slow motion movie scene. Trying? You've been trying for months, Ethan, but nothing changes. He sighed and ran his hand through his thick hair, the exact move men use when they know they're guilty but don't want to admit it. It's not like I want this to happen, Lana. It's not easy for me either. I shook my head as tears threatened to leak. Do you think it's easy for me? Do you think I enjoy feeling unsatisfied? Unimportant? Of course not, he said quickly. But walking out won't solve anything. I breathed deeply, try not to shout. I just need space, Ethan. I need to clear my head. Space won't fix this, he said softly. We need to face it together. His face looked so wounded that for a moment, I remember the charming man I fell for. But at that moment, the emotional gap between us felt like a whole football stadium. I'm sorry, I whispered, more to myself, and walked out, closing the door quietly. As I walked down the hallway, he called my name again, voice shaky, but I didn't turn back, partly because I needed space, partly because I wanted dramatic effect. I reached the living room and sank into the couch like it was my emotional emergency headquarters. Wrapped in a blanket, I stared at the ceiling, replaying everything. I thought of when we first met. Ethan was charming, attentive, everything I ever wanted. But now, his 1-minute Olympics had overshadowed all that goodness. Unfair to him, unfair to me, unfair to the poor clock. As the night dragged on, I realized this wasn't just about sex. It was communication, intimacy, connection. If we didn't deal with it, we'd lose everything. Tomorrow, we would talk, really talk. By morning, sunlight hit my eyelids like it was announcing bad news. Ethan found me curled on the couch. Hi, I said quietly. Lana, I'm so sorry about last night. Please, can we talk? I've been patient for 7 months, Ethan. Nothing is working. I know, he said, voice cracking. I hate putting you through this. I love you, Lana. Please don't give up on us. My eyes stung again. I love you too, but I need to feel like a woman, wanted, desired. I understand, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. We've tried doctors and medication. Maybe we try something different. I raised a brow. Different how? He hesitated like a man about to propose nonsense. Herbal medicine. I blinked slowly. Herbal? Like roots and leaves? Yes, he said excitedly. I found a reputable practitioner. People say he helps with this issue. Let's try. I sighed. Ethan, I can't keep getting disappointed. Lana, he said, voice determined, I'm not giving up on us. Please, just give me this chance. His sincerity softened me. Okay, but this is the last resort. Thank you, he breathed. I'll make the appointment today. That night, as we lay in bed, he held me tightly. I'll never stop fighting for us. And for the first time in months, hope didn't feel illegal. The weekend arrived fast. Ethan and I drove to the practitioner's clinic, a small cozy place that smelled like herbs and ancient secrets. The receptionist smiled like she knew all our business, which she probably did. We met Dr. Adewale, a middle-aged man with a wise face and the kind of calm that says, "I've seen worse." He said, "Tell me what brings you here." Ethan explained everything, respectfully avoiding phrases like speedy delivery. Dr. Adewale nodded. "Herbal medicine restores balance. I will prepare a special blend for you." He handed Ethan the herbs, plus a paper full of instructions that looked like homework. Back home, Ethan followed everything diligently. Herbs, diet, exercises, the full herbal lifestyle. I noticed a spark in him. He seemed hopeful, stronger. One night he said, "Lana, I think I'm ready to try." And it was better. Not award-winning, but better. We celebrated that tiny victory like it was a baby's first step. But a few nights later, we were in the middle of foreplay when Ethan suddenly froze. I came. He muttered, eyes full of defeat. My soul left my body for 2 seconds. "Ethan, we can't keep doing this," I said, heartbreaking. He begged, frustrated and ashamed. I walked out, tears burning my eyes. The next morning, we sat in the kitchen, quiet. "I'm losing hope," I admitted. "I know," he whispered, "but I can't lose you. Let's try more options." We tried everything. New doctors, research, treatments, nothing, zero, zip. Then one night, "Lana, there's a clinic with advanced methods, high success rate." My heart said yes. My brain said, "Here we go again." But I agreed. The clinic was high-tech and impressive. Dr. Patel explained a new plan. Ethan went through sessions for weeks. Finally, the testing night came. At first, wonderful. Then, disaster. Again. I broke completely. "I can't do this anymore," I told him. He cried. I cried. We held each other like two people clinging to a sinking ship. But the next morning, the real madness began. "Lana," he said, voice trembling, maybe another man could satisfy you." I blinked. I froze. My shadow froze. "Ethan, what?" "I just want you happy," he whispered. "If I can't satisfy you..." "No, absolutely not. Never. The devil is using you." He apologized, ashamed and desperate. I forgave him, mostly because he looked like a sad puppy who got kicked. We tried acupuncture next. Dr. May gave us needles, exercises, and breathing techniques. And surprisingly, things improved. We celebrated again. But of course, another relapse. He begged. I stood there speechless. His previous suggestion suddenly replayed in my mind like an unwanted pop-up ad.